Welcome, foolish mortals. I'm Denise, I'm your host, and today is day 4 of the 31 days of Halloween, where I post a spooky video every single day just to celebrate the spooky season. Today we're going to talk about all my Frankenstein retellings that I still need to read. We might even introduce Frankenstein Friday this month. So press the like button, subscribe if you're in for this spooky ride. I have a lot of Frankenstein retellings I still need to read because I'm Frankenstein obsessed. You can't really see it, but I'm wearing my Frankenstein sweater. It says Franken cute. So just let's get into the books. I have middle grades. I have horror retellings. I have just YA adultish retellings. And I have picture books, manga, graphic novels, stuff like that. To start with a middle grade, because middle grade has a special place. I have Stitch by Page Kenny. It says heroes are not born, they are created. And I love it. It looks good. And it's an electrifying new gothic adventure about finding your place in the world. Stitch and his friends, Henry Olaf, were brought to life by the genius Professor Hardacre. But when the professor's wicked nephew takes over the laboratory, Stitch and Henry must escape and make their way into a world that may only ever see them as monsters. It isn't illustrated, but it has cute chapter headings, which is also nice. And it's 202 pages long. Very quick, but I think a very enjoyable read. Then I also have Frankenstein by Joseph Coolio. This is in a series of twisted fairy tales. They made them a bit darker, but still, it's a middle grade, right? So it's for children. Oh, it says fairy tales gone bad. Stupid me. Alright, this book is illustrated. It's illustrated by Freya Hartes. And let me show you. First of all, it starts with Old Library, and then if this does not get you excited for Frankenstein retelling, what you're doing here. Like, right? That works. I'm very, very excited for this one. I had no clue that it was illustrated when I ordered it. So now I'm even more into it. I hope I like them because they all sound good. They do this for a lot of fairy tales and I love it. There's nowhere to run my path. When I come to set you free, I wouldn't shout and scream at a magical creature such as me. So this is definitely a mix from Rumpelstiltskin and Frankenstein. And I'm just here for it. Then we're getting to the horror section because that's just how they're laying on my lap right now. We have The Revenge of Frankenstein by Sean Hudson. I had no clue this existed. I saw this on Vinted. And it said it was a horror Frankenstein retelling, so I bought it. Look at that cover. That sold me. This sold me. So I don't know what this says about me, but that's how it went. Escaping the guillotine, Victor Frankenstein is now posing as a Dr. Stein, altruistic patron of the hospital for the poor. But in a secret basement laboratory, he is harvesting body parts from his helpless patients, using them in his twisted experiments in a bid to create the perfect man. And this time, he has help from a would-be pupil. His pupil seeks no less, but Frankenstein desires vengeance against all those who have tried to stop his terrifying work. I'm excited. It sounds amazing. So much so that I tried to find other horror Frankenstein retellings so I could do a Frankenstein horror vlog. It will be on another Friday. There will be a middle grade vlog. There will be a graphic novel. We're getting Frankenstein Friday. Every Friday. Almost every Friday you're getting a Frankenstein video from me now. The other horror Frankenstein I had my eye on for a long time, but for some reason I didn't realize it was a horror. Because then I would probably have prioritized it. But it's The Lost Son. It's by Dean Koontz. It's in the Frankenstein series. This is book 1. I also have book 2. And it's City of Night. I am, it's a horror Frankenstein retelling, guys. That's all I need to know. This was again bought on Vinted, so they were cheap, which is not. Oh, I'm so sorry I bumped you. Which is nice. This is basically about Declan, tattooed man. He's been very mysterious. They don't know where he's coming from. And he happens to pop up when there is a serial killer loose. And we follow this female detective and her partner trying to figure the case out. So it sounds interesting. Doesn't sound too horror-y. So we'll see. But I am excited. We're gonna find out together. Then I have 2 more that are both a bit more sci-fi-ish. It's not really sci-fi. It is steampunky. That's the word I was looking for. And I didn't get to them last year. The first is This Monstrous Thing by Mackenzie Lee. I have started it. Got to page 18 and then I had no time left. I wasn't into it really, but I was only at page 18, so that makes sense. But this is set in 1880 in Geneva, and it's about men built with clockwork parts. Clockwork. So this is set in 1880 in Geneva, and it's about men built with clockwork parts. I'm still intrigued. So that's why I want to give it another shot this year. The other one I didn't get to was Spare and Found Parts by Sarah Mara Griffin. And this is also about people with mechanical parts. No, it's about... And this one is about biochemical limbs. Because there is this epidemic going on. And people lose limbs. And we follow the daughter of the scientist that creates the biochemical limbs. Then I got Mary's Monsters by Lita Judge. Basically, again, because of the cover. This was another Vinted sale. I found great things on Vinted. But look how stunning it is. It's such a pretty book. But this is basically about Mary's backstory from Mary Shelley and how she got to writing this, but I do think it's still fictional. Like they might, have added stuff. But it's based on her life. So I am very intrigued about this one and it looks amazing. It's illustrated, which I didn't know because it was just a cover buy. But I am excited about this one. And now, oh no, I have one more normal book. It's The Bride of Frankenstein by Karloff. I think this is based on the movie. I'm not sure though. I secretly hope it expands a bit out of the movie because we didn't see the bride in the movie for that long. So, I don't know. I would like to see more of her, but we'll see. I think it's truly the movie. We'll see. Now, we're getting to the picture books, the graphic novels, the mangas, stuff like that. First of all, I really want to try a Junji Ito one, so I don't really vibe a lot with manga, but I do want to try Junji Ito, and what better way to start with Frankenstein. If I don't like this story, I can give up. because then I'm not gonna like anything else, isn't there? And this is quite a chunker for a manga, but I love it. And you know, this is the page. I do like the art. So the art is very dark, so that's why I like it. So I'm very intrigued to get to this one. Then I got Rapunzel versus Frankenstein. This is a graphic novel and it looked cute. My brother got this for me for Christmas, so amazing. Let me show you the first page so you can see a bit of the artwork. It is again a mashup with a fairy tale, so high chances I'm gonna love it. If this doesn't do it for me, what will, right? And then last year with Christmas, I got this one. The Monster's Monster by Patrick McDonald. Josephine gave this to me, so thank you so much. And it looks great. I had no clue this existed, so that's always fun, right? When stuff like this happens. And it is a picture book. And I think this looks great. I am very excited. I almost couldn't keep this till spooky season. I have specifically saved this because I wanted to do a cozy day in spooky season where I read all the manga and graphic novels from Frankenstein. I had a lot more on my list, but they're quite expensive, so I had to choose. I also bought a lot of books for spooky season last year that I still haven't read, so these are the 3 graphic novel manga-ish books that will be in the vlog. And I will let you know in that vlog the other possibilities that if you're interested, you can read them too. That was it for today. I hope you love this spooky ride. And I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.